As New England Patriots quarterback Drake Maye put himself in the MVP conversation already, Steve. In just his second NFL season, he is off and running. I do not think it is a competition right now amongst the second-year quarterbacks on who is playing the best. We know McDANIELS has had some injuries. He can play. We know it. But right now, Drake Maye is, as we tape this, 5th in the NFL in passing, 1st in completion percentage. He's completing 75% of his passes. He's 6th in the NFL in touchdowns. They've won 5 straight now. He is outstanding the way he is throwing the football, Steve.
One, second-year player, he's not going to get MVP. They're going to, the voters.
Patrick Mahomes did. Second year in the league, first year as a starter.
He was different.
He is Patrick Mahomes.
Patrick Mahomes.
He did throw 50 touchdown passes that year.
You see the difference. Yeah,
I like that. I just remembered it. 50 touchdown passes. What an AFC Championship game, by the way. I remember being at that. Remember that him versus Brady in the snow? Oh, God.
Here's if he can show.
I say conversation, by the way. I didn't say he's winning.
Okay. I'm just saying I know how the voters and how people go. Show me you could do it again, right? Show me you could do it again, because there is this unfair prejudice of, they didn't really know what kind of player he was, because last year it was so pedestrian that it's like, oh, he's just tricking us. But one of the most interesting dynamics about this, as I dove deep into it, they beat a Cleveland Browns defense who Myles Garrett was all over the field. But what I loved about the way New England did is they consistently ran the football, whether it was successful or not. They never allowed the defense to speed them up or take them off their game. Drake Maye has taken ownership of this offense. You can see it. And he has one of the best offensive coordinators out there.
Let's get to
who
it.
thrives with a smart, intelligent, and comprehensive quarterback who will attempt a deep ball. 17 first downs when throwing the ball 20 plus, 18 completions, 549 yards, and then intermediate. 10 and 19, 37 completions, 3 touchdowns, 2 picks, 579 yards, and 33 first downs. And then this is where the Tom Brady and Josh relationship is starting to show that Josh is just picked right back up with a competent quarterback. 0 to 9 yards. 101 attempts for 86 completions, 38 first downs, 1 interception, 6 touchdowns, and 712 yards.
Can we stick with Josh McDaniels?
Go ahead.
McDaniels here, because
hydroplane on that thing.
I asked around about this as we were talking, that you and I wanted to talk about Drake Maye. And there was something that I was told out of New England, I think, that really resonated with me. And there's 2 big things about it, why Josh McDaniels has worked so well with Drake Maye. One, first off, brilliant hire by Mike Vrabel. These 2, everybody thinks have like a great relationship and that they're like really close, and obviously because of their ties in New England. That really wasn't the case. He just thought he'd be great for a young quarterback because he knows what Josh can do as a coach. This wasn't just, I'm hiring my buddy because we have New England ties. It's because he knows what he can do with the young quarterback. That's the first thing you have to do with a young quarterback. Have an experienced offensive play caller that has done it and been through it and worked with it. And I thought this was fascinating. Because of what he preaches, it's all validated because of his track record with Tom Brady. Like, it's easy for Drake Maye to pay attention to somebody who goes, when I did this with Tom, we worked this way. When I did this with Tom, it worked. It's easy to pay attention in the room when you got the pelts on the wall that Josh McDaniels has. And what they've done,
hold on. Let me interject and throw a little bit extra on there. What you're saying is, what I did this with Tom And a player loves to hear this and say, wow, you think there is something about me
Yes.
that can be like Tom in regards of successful, leadership, taking ownership of the offense, and reliable. And you need that from a young player, especially what transpired with Drake Maye last year and how things offensively just didn't work out. Some of the draft picks they got were not a perfect fit, did not do enough to gain Drake Maye's confidence.
Exactly. And so I think that leads to the other parts that I've been told is they've brought him along so well. He put a lot on his plate early because, man, what he has offensively is a lot, right?
Yes.
Josh McDaniels has a lot. But it wasn't used early in the season. You see the play action keep going and increasing now because turning your back to the defense as a young quarterback can be difficult at times. You lose the sight of the defense for a moment, but it keeps building each week. The way Josh has brought him along, I'm told, has been outstanding. The other part is his accuracy. Steve, I remember talking to people that were at his pro day. I talked to one of the coaches that was at his pro day last night, and he was like, yeah, he missed some throws so bad that you were like, is this a first-round quarterback? These accuracy issues, I'm a little suspect of. But what I'm told is what this offensive system has done to improve this accuracy, 75% completion percentage is unbelievable. And I think this is interesting, and I want to know what you think about an offensive kind of scheme and the way that's working. Because I was told, yes, he's more accurate. His ball location has been better. But a lot of that is how we're repping him, how strategic we are with using our data for certain plays that we know play to his strengths, judging and tracking the data on certain receivers that he meshes well with those players, and that is adding to the success of his accuracy. And I thought that was fascinating, take it to another level of going, he does these things well. As an offensive mind, I can scheme them to put him into throws that he's accurate with.
Well, that just leads me into exactly what I saw and went back and looked at week 2, Hunter Henry, 8 receptions, 90 yards, 2 touchdowns. Then you have New England versus New Orleans, week 6. Pop Douglas or Demario Douglas, whichever one you want to you would call him by, 3 receptions, 71 yards, 1 touchdown. Kayshon Boutte, 5 receptions, 93 yards, 2 touchdowns. Then obviously against Buffalo, Diggs 8, 10 catches, 146 yards.
Go back and watch that episode.
Right. And then Mac Hollins, right, against Cleveland, 7 receptions, 89 yards, right? You got all these different players. What you're seeing is I got to go back in the vault and look. And what I'm seeing and hearing, they attack the defense on all levels, intermediate, short, and deep. And so that made me go to, it's like, man, what, you talk about Tom Brady, and I'm using the Tom Brady analogy, meaning here are the receivers Tom Brady had 2003, 2004, 5. Troy Brown, Daniel Graham, Ben Watson, Bethel Johnson, David Patton, Deion Branch. They are utilizing everybody differently in each game, so you never can really take a receiver out because they just adapt. Drake Maye is making quick throws, and this is rare, and rarely is compromising the offense.
Yes.
Now, he's made some mistakes, and also some players have made some key interceptions. I mean, interception by Cleveland with the linebacker, his name is escaping me. He jumped up and got that pick. I was like, gosh, that was pretty athletic. But he was also moving up in the pocket, trying to get away from Myles Garrett. Mama, there goes that man again. And throwing the football and got tunnel vision because he knew the clock was ticking. But
still, those 5 sacks, Steve, did not affect him against Cleveland.
Not one.
Which is unbelievable.
Not one iota. And they just continue. The New England Patriots in the office continue to just chip away. And they just kept going and kept going. So it was pretty cool to watch.
I want to ask you, you mentioned the way it's spread around. You mentioned the way that some of these guys that maybe not household names outside of New England are thriving. I talked to somebody in New England last night who told me, they went through down in Charlotte, your neck of the woods, during their time period before training camp with Boutte and Pop and these guys, and they came back to training camp different dudes with a different mindset. And this group that's just a group, I feel like is benefiting Drake Maye, that he doesn't have to force somebody. Diggs is in a different part of his career now, that he gets to spread it around like this. Does that help his growth? Does that help his development?
Yeah, it helps his development and his growth tremendously. With his opportunities he has is he is required not to just get rid of the ball, but why are you get rid of the ball? Not to just throw it to this spot, but why you are throwing to this spot. Josh McDaniels does not just tell a guy where to go.
Oh, he got the why.
He is telling you the why, and there's an expectation for you to deliver it and have a adequate answer on what the hell is going on.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. The things that, and then I'm going to get to the deep ball real quick because I want to know what you think of that because it's been unbelievable. What I'm told, the comfort level is outstanding. Specifically, when the pocket breaks down, he still keeps his eyes downfield. He's been really good to navigate within the pocket. They know what type of athlete he is, and they feel like they're stealing, by the way, 50 yards a game with just by the athlete that he is to add into that offense.
Rolling out.
Yep, all that stuff. And then on the money downs, like third down and fourth down, Steve, he's completing 86% of his passes on third and fourth down. You see these other quarterbacks, you look at Bo Nix perhaps, they get a negative play, they get a holding call, drive's done. This dude still throws past the sticks on third down and 15, third down and 20, and they still find a way to move the football. Against pressure, he's been outstanding. But the deep ball, he might be the best deep ball thrower in football right now. Going into week 8, on throws over 20 yards, Steve, he had a perfect passer rating. Why is he such a success on these throws? It's like Kurt Warner said it. It's almost like a handoff on some of these throws.
Go back and look at this play. This play action. Watch the linebackers. Look how fast. So now when we talk about Josh Daniels, he attacks every level of the defense. Whether it's a late check down leak or if they are knowing what's going on. And then on this play, it's just a young guy scrambling and his receivers know exactly what to do. Mm-hmm. But you got to have practiced that. Right here, shotgun formation. Look at this. Pause it. Go back.
Steve, that movement in the pocket is really good.
Yes, look at great footwork. He's already saying, hey, they're pressed up right now. I might go to my guy. Then he sees his guy doesn't win.
Resets.
But look, pause. They have two leakers on the right and on the left where they are what we call max protection. You got down at the bottom, you got somebody running in the hash. You got a guy streaking up the middle. So that could be a Dover or a dig or a dagger, meaning something inside, something outside is going inside and something inside is going up the middle or up the middle to the outside. Then you got a go route underneath, so they jump to cover 2, look like they were playing a cover 3 press. And then you got late leakers, which the late leakers now get the eyes of the middle linebacker that's standing on the hash near the Buffalo, and look at the other linebacker defender on the 50 who's having to step up and get the late leaker, so he opens it up. And now the other linebacker's going, I see somebody coming underneath. And then you have the tight end who's running a hinge or a seam to the void.
Resets his feet well.
That's just it's great play design and great movement by your quarterback. Look at this play right here.
Oh, this one he was throwing deep balls against the Saints all over the field.
Yes. And you got a great run, a great route by the receiver. Lines him up outside, sets him up, boom. Just excellent play. When you got a quarterback that you can count on, who will stay calm and collective, man,
But see, these throws look so easy to him.
Yes.
And I don't want to say, but like, it's not strenuous. It's an easy ball to throw for him on a lot of these.
Here's what they call these. In his deep passes out of 18 completion yards.
That's a great catch, by the way.
11 are big-time throws. That means timing is excellent. Ball placement and location is superb. Or it's all of that and thrown into a tight window.
Yeah, it's
crazy.
It's something else, man.
Yeah.
It really is. And I was told, you look at who he throws a lot of these deep shots to, Steve. It's mainly two guys.
Yeah, because those are the players
that he's been with.
That
he's repped with the most.
But he's also like those guys, they know, hey, my guy's going to get me the ball. Mm-hmm. And there's never really one guy that you can pinpoint and say, well, we know Diggs is getting 14 targets, then this other guy going to get 1 target. No. That's the double move this one? Yeah, this is. Is that Tyson Campbell? Oh, goodness gracious.
I almost did this for my route of the week, but I knew we'd be talking Drake Maye this week, so I mixed it up.
Corner didn't have a chance.
But these are, I mean, he's dropping it in a bucket down there. It's been unbelievable. He in the last part I'll say that I've been told is he has figured out early now. This is year 2, like we said, when I should use my athleticism, because I have it and I got size and I can make some plays with my legs. But it's already his last resort. And I'm not going to take extra hits. I'm going to make sure I play smart. I need to be available to my team. He's finding that balance with that pretty quickly, which has been impressive there.
Whew, love it.